Esta es la Audi E tron. Este ya está disponible para comprar en Puerto Rico. Vamos a ver si nos da un espacio aquí, un turnito para que la vean por dentro. Okay. Se siente bastante espaciosa, el asiento está hasta atrás, ya yo me monté ahorita. Yo mido 5'11", 6 pies y me siento bastante cómodo aquí. Los asientos se sienten bastante premium y cómodos. El display del frente no es tanto así como el del carro Tesla, pero se ve bastante bien. Esta SUV tiene 95 kilovatios de batería. Tiene bastante espacio en la parte de atrás. Y también tiene un frunk en la parte delantera. Aquí ven el interior, es bastante cómodo, se siente bien y los materiales se sienten premium.
How are you today?
Fine, and you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Were you waiting there long?
No.
No?
Tesla was more than that.
Longer? Okay. All right, good. So are you familiar with electric cars?
Yeah.
You are. Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
Perfect. So when you're ready, you can press on the brakes and press start. So we can adjust mirrors, steering wheel, seat belt.
Okay. In here, it's good. That one is good too.
Alright, I'm just gonna kill the music so that way it's more
Okay.
it's easier. So something I'd like to chat a little bit regarding electric mostly. So what is the first concern people has when it comes to electric cars?
Range.
That's right. So I'm gonna address that. So first of all, in the books, this car on the range is it's a 204 miles.
Okay.
But also you have to keep in mind that depending how you're driving, you should be able up to 30% back to the battery. So when you remove your foot from the accelerator, or when you press on the brakes, or you do the braking regulator system, you're putting energy back to the battery.
Mm-hmm.
And it also depends on the landscape. If you're going downhill, you're going to end up putting miles back on the, or when you're in traffic using auto braking, you might add more miles into your battery.
With the braking, action braking.
That's right. Your car also going to give you 3 warnings. So the first warning comes at 62 miles, the second one at 31 miles, and then the third last warning will be 20 miles. And on that 20 miles warning, it will go automatically into range mode. So range mode, this is kind of the screen here to look at it. So you have all the climate control, the accessories that
So
are
range
on.
mode gonna control the air conditioning and everything.
Right, so this is a range, the potential range is affected by all the accessories of the car, and when you go into range mode at 20 miles, it goes automatically, but you can also do it at any time when you drive, because you say, oh, you know what, I think I'm afraid to miss a bit of range, so let me just kind of put it in range mode right away. So it will shut off all accessories and bring everything to your battery to get more chances, more range, to be able to make it to the charging station. So the car will also give you where to go to fast charge your car. But right now we're not going to put it on because you can also not use the sport mode on it. So we're just going to leave it normal. And one other thing that the car does to really help those people that are a little bit range anxiety, that I would like to call them, is it gives you here like a visual outline
Or where you can go.
Or where you can go with the range that you currently have. So right now we have like 160 miles left in the battery, so you can go as far as the border of that without charging.
Okay.
So that gives you kind of visual. It helps people to kind of calm down and relax. Say, oh, I can make it there actually, you know.
Right.
So it's kind of helpful.
So
that
let's
way.
go to San Diego.
Right. Well, we're just gonna go around the corner. So when you're ready, you can press on the brakes, and we're gonna go down to either drive or sport mode, whatever you choose. This is your line of power right here. And if you go down again, click down. So you're gonna go into sport, and you have the access to more power. So that brings your torque all the way to 480 compared to 414 before. So 0-60, it goes from 6.5 to 6.4 to 5.5.
Okay.
0-60 and 5.5 on a sport mode, which is pretty fast for such a car. So you're welcome to hit the road. We're gonna go right here by the yellow jacket guy. Good, so we're gonna keep on a right lane, and we're gonna make a right hand turn to Figueroa. So as you drive and you feel comfortable, you can use the paddle shift here. So this is the regenerative braking.
Okay.
So we have 3 modes on this one. The default mode on which we are now, which we've done nothing, is called coast. And then if you want to have a little braking power, you're going to bring that minus sign towards you. And then if you want more braking power, you can click it another time. So you're going to be in mode number 3, and it's about 0.3 G-force. And then you can also use the plus sign here to remove it. So you can play with this. So if you were going downhill, for example, so you want to, you could use just the paddle shift to break you down instead of using the brakes. So it brings you to have definitely more smoother braking system. And at the same time, you put the power back to the battery. It does it automatically. If you put it here, for example, if we go into vehicle and efficiency, so you'll see it's already on automatic, right? So it's always good to keep it that way. But when you use it manually with the paddle shift, we're gonna make it right here. Then it will override it with the paddle shift. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So feel free to ask any questions.
This our turn here.
So this is, I asked you the question, so what's the people are more concerned about when it comes to electric, and you answer range, and it's true that people are most concerned about that, but in my opinion, I don't feel that's the thing that they should be really concerned about.
The charging, you think?
Well, I would say it's more regarding the engineering of the battery, like especially the thermal management of the battery and the cooling system. Because when it comes to charging, I'm going to make a right at Venice Boulevard here, so you might want to get there. So when it comes to charging, especially high speed, so let's say that the third level of charging was about 30 minutes for 80% of the charge, so it's equivalent of 163 miles. It brings a lot of power to the battery. This is a DC, which is direct current. So it goes it's a lot of power to the battery in a short time. So what could happen in those circumstances is that it's possible that the battery, maybe the whole system could overheat.
Mm-hmm.
So when it brings the overheat, what's going to happen, it's going to say, hey, hold on here, I have too much heat, too much energy, I need to slow down. So the rate at which you're charging will be reduced. Right, so this car is like 150 kilowatt hour. That's the highest speed it could go. But Audi has put a lot of engineering into its cooling system and the thermal management of the battery. So it's telling you, say, hey, you're gonna get 150 kilowatt hour for the entire time of the charge. So we're gonna go all the way to the light to Union, and we're gonna make a right. If you don't don't have a strong thermal management of that the battery system, so you might overheat and you might slow down the rate at which you charge the battery. So that will translate into having to stay there to charge your car longer, right? So we don't want that to happen. So Audi puts a lot of effort in having a very strong cooling system, and to prove that is that the next car is coming up soon, which is actually on the show floor. It's not going to be 150, it's going to be 350 kilowatt hours. So it's going to be very fast. And the industry is going that way, where you need to have the cooling system, the thermal management in place with the battery to make sure that you can actually charge at that speed, right? So that is one thing that Audi has been really working hard on the battery for. And there's also another aspect, is the battery is not a big black box that we think it is. It's actually 36 different modules. And when it comes to service, we can diagnose each
every model
and repair or replace whatever models needs attention. So that's a different way, and it's also easier to recycle the battery that way too. And another aspect that Audi thought about this is when you see the 100% charge, it's actually not 100%, it's actually 88%. So Audi already thought of 12% as a cushion for future depleting, just the time, because as you know, with your cell phone, like battery, with over time, you lose a little bit of the charge, right? So we already, we have 12% already planned towards that. So this is all of these things that I think is really important to understand, like how the battery is engineered, how it's manufactured, how they do all of this to be able to fast charge, because that has an impact on your lifestyle. If you're at a charging station, your cooling system on your car it's not like as solid or as robust, then you may have the full rate of charging for like maybe 10-12 minutes, but then after that it's going to reduce, and that's going to translate into staying longer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that is one of the most important things you can really think about. So this car has a lot of driving assistance features. We have the centering lane, the adaptive cruise control with stop and go, blind spot, cross traffic alert. There's a lot of 360-degree sensors. So I'm not spending too much time on all of that, because those technologies exist with all the other Audi cars. I like to be more precise with the electric and the impact of that. So, but if you have any questions in regards to anything, I'd be more than happy to answer them.
It's okay. We're okay in here. No.
That's the ventilation of the seats. So basically, you don't want to use it too much, maybe a little bit if you're hot. This is the climate control, so it's very kind of easy. You can just
in here you can.
The strength of the
this
fan.
is what I was looking.
Oh, I see. Okay, you got it. And we have wireless charging here. You can do wireless Apple CarPlay, navigation. I mean, it's something that we also share with other cars in the lineup. So I don't go too much into that, but I don't know if you've seen it or not. But if you want to kind of input your address and stuff like that, see the first thing it's always fast charging. So the car is really aware of electric capacity, and so it gives you.
Give you all the charging station.
Absolutely. And if you were going to put an address that is out of the range, it will offer you to do a stopover and say where you need to go to recharge first. And there's also application available like PlugShare that's very easy to use, and it gives you a lot of information. You can do specific research for the type of charger that you need. This is a universal charge. You also have with you at all time a portable on the 110 and 220, so that way you don't have to worry too much about if you in case of emergency. But especially we have a roadside assistance that's included with the warranty, and it can come to you up to 10 times a year if you were having no.
What is the price of the e-tron?
74.8 is the base. If you want to go all the way to Prestige, now I've seen it was 79,004 on the website. I guess it's for the 2020 models. We do have rebates going on right now. We're still in the early stages of delivering the car. So all of them are still available. We have $7,500 from the federal, and every state has a number. So California is $2,500, and it allows you to get a sticker for the HOV lanes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Well,
So, a lot of traffic right now.
yeah, it is a lot of traffic right now. It's Saturday afternoon auto show. Let's make it popular.
I love the sound it makes. We're going
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Oh, Pico, the same.
The sound is artificial sound.
Yeah.
It's, per regulation, we need to have it for safety reason. Helicopter. So what is your dream car?
Right now,
Mm-hmm.
a Tesla, a Model Y.
The Tesla?
Yeah.
Which model?
Model Y.
Okay. What is it that you like about the car?
The autopilot features and the range, all the full self driving and everything. That's like a most right now for me.
Right.
Is what makes the difference.
Well, the
right?
the self-driving and the driving assistance are the same level
Mm-hmm.
on both cars. It's just that we don't use the same verbiage,
Mm-hmm.
so we have the same features basically. Audi Drive, the traffic jam assist. You can go all the way to the pole.
All the way
To the
here.
pole, perfect. That's good. Perfect.
Okay, and you press parking.
And parking. And we're gonna stop it. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you.
So come with me at the desk. I'll have a little gift for you.
Okay.